Anyone betting on River Plate making the final? Anyone got Inter Miami going? Well, okay. There are probably some Messi fans betting on that, but anyone who's not biased, you got Inter Miami going there to the final? No! Like, no! Gonna be watching? Yeah. They got me. Yo, I just got out of the shower. Yo, I'm like Clark Kent, bro. I hear just doing that? That's crazy. What's up, guys? We're back. Let me get into position. All right, guys, we're back. Today, we're actually talking about the Club World Cup. I wanted to talk about this a bit because this tournament is just... I just don't get it. It's that simple. I don't understand why this tournament even exists. It doesn't translate the same as the World Cup. Like the World Cup, you take the best players a country has to offer in its entirety and let them play. That's one thing. Okay, that's one thing. When you take a country and let them build a squad of the best players they have to offer, that's one thing. Clubs. It's just not the same as a fucking country, man. What clubs that are not in Europe, there's exceptions, but a majority of the Europe teams are gonna be like South American teams. That's why I'm like, when we see MLS teams today, LAFC faced Chelsea. And I know there's always the chance with Chelsea. Chelsea is an inconsistent team. I get it. Did anyone think LAFC was just gonna beat them like 3-0? No, it's just not the same as having countries play. I don't get this tournament because why are there teams from the MLS, from Saudi Arabia, going against the top teams in Europe? It doesn't make sense. We're all just watching and we know what the end result is going to be. PSG is going to be in the final. I'm sorry, I just don't see it any other way. PSG is going to be in the final. It's just a matter of who are they going to go against. Like that's probably the truth. And if it's not another European team, I would be literally bamboozle shocked. Is anyone betting on River Plate making the final? Anyone got Inter Miami going? Well, okay. There are probably some Messi fans betting on that, but anyone who's not biased, you got Inter Miami going there to the final? No! Like, no! It's so weird. It's so pointless. Along with that, man, I've seen players complaining about, playing in the US because it's hot, it's different, whatever. Also, just another thing, the crowds, right? The European crowds are different from the US crowds. Even in the WWE, there's this problem where they'll go to Europe and they'll hear these soccer crowds that have so much passion and they roar and they're so loud. And then they go back to the US where they're just sitting there quietly. Unless like something groundbreaking is happening, they don't say a peep. It's boring. Like, I was watching PSG versus Atletico Madrid. I think it was fine, but the environment of it just made it feel boring. It felt like a friendly. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like a gut feeling, man. You gotta take my word for it, but it just didn't feel like anything. It didn't feel like it mattered. I also don't get this tournament because how can you determine the best club in the world when there's so many crucial clubs just not in the entire competition? Barcelona is the best team in Spain. They're not here. Atletico and Real Madrid are. I don't get it. I don't know. It's so bizarre that, especially because they're gonna space it another 4 years after this. Why? Why? There's so many good teams that are just not here. And then there's teams from like the Egypt League, the Brazilian League. I mean, like, I'm not hating on all these leagues. I'm just saying in comparison, if you're going to determine the best club there is on the planet, you can't just be pick and choose. I keep presenting it and saying it like I don't know the answer. I do know the answer. And the real answer on why there isn't more European clubs is because if they did add more European clubs, this would be a glorified second version of just another UCL, like another Champions League. That's where my problem is. If the solution to the problem basically already exists, Why does the tournament exist? Why does this version where there's just a lot of teams that are just nowhere near the caliber or the budget needed to compete? Like Bayern beat a team 10-0. Come on. Like surely you see like this is not a competitive competition. There's just European clubs who are going to dominate others. I'm not saying it's impossible for there to be no entertaining games. Like Benfica and Boca Juniors played. It was an intense game. I get that. But that's more with the Argentinian heritage, right? The South American ball. It's very physical. It's very entertaining, right? Boca Juniors and Benfica are not getting to the final. Like, we know that. If, like, when you, like, I know that sounds kind of, like, unfair to, like, just prematurely claim that. Dog. PSG's in this competition. Real Madrid's in this competition. What is Boca Juniors going to do against that? What are they going to do? There's so many mismatch matchups where it's just obvious. I think Al Hilal is playing against Real Madrid. Bro, Real Madrid's gonna win, bro. Like, what? Again, I do understand why they won't fix it. It just circles back. Why does it exist at all? The only reason I could come up with is because this is supposed to be like kind of a testing ground on how the international World Cup is gonna go. Like the actual World Cup. This tournament, specifically the Club World Cup, is so pointless. There is already a problem with how many games players have been playing. This competition, guys, it could just go away and no one would care. I seriously don't think anyone would take it to heart like, man, I'm going to really miss the Club World Cup. Who cares, man? Who cares? Guys, I'm not saying that if Barcelona was in it, I don't care. If they won everything, I don't care. I don't care that Barcelona could have beaten Al Hilal and Boca Juniors to win, or some other team that's just so far beneath that. Like, it's not a flex, right? Whoever wins this, unless it's like a final between two European teams, at least then it would be like, you know what? That team went against a good team. And there's always a chance we get maybe a fluke or maybe something crazy. Maybe I don't know, a Saudi team gets to the final, whatever. But even in that scenario, guys, I've already determined PSG's getting to the final. I've already said that. They face Al Hilal. Do you even bother to watch? Do you really have do you have to ask yourself who's going to win? No, man, you don't. That's why I don't get it. This tournament is so pointless. It's just wasted time for these players. These guys just need rest. These players just need to be preparing for the next season. This is just dumb. It's just dumb. I don't know how, it just doesn't translate the same as the International World Cup. I don't know, how is that not obvious? The budgets are different. All of it is different. Yes, they're playing in the similar format. That doesn't mean doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that there's just an equal chance just because you bring in a little bit of this, a little bit of that, all teams. Just does not matter. It does not matter. I'm repeating myself because I just don't get it. But guys, please tell me, let me know how you feel about this, because I seriously can't be the only one. I can't be the only one who just doesn't. The Club World Cup like this? Like, why? Why does it matter? Am I the only one? Let me know, guys. Please let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm delusional, man. It's very possible. Maybe I don't see it the way everyone else does. But for me personally, this tournament just... If PSG wins this, right? Is anyone going to be like, oh, yeah, Dembele against Al Hilal, man? What a performance, man. Give him the Ballon d'Or. Like, this is going to shift anything that matters in Europe? No, I just don't see it. I don't see the reasoning for this tournament. I don't see any purpose. I just think the players should be resting. God forbid, right? God forbid these players get some rest. See their families even. Can't have that. I get it. Whatever. Maybe I'm just yapping. Guys, let me know how you feel. This is just how I feel about this Club World Cup. I think it's kind of dumb. Am I going to be watching? Yeah. They got me. I don't know, man. I think, in general, it's just stupid. Let me know how you guys feel. Yeah. Appreciate y'all. See you.